Okay, so now I'm going to work on the replacing this garage door opener. I've got all the parts laid out here for the new one. So it's a Chamberlain belt drive. I'm sorry, it's a Genie belt drive garage door opener. So I'm just going to put the rails together. I'm going to put everything together down here on the floor. I'm going to try to reuse as much as I can, you know, the brackets and stuff that are up here. And then hopefully I won't even have to change anything up here except for mount the new garage door opener. I'm assuming if I use all the same holes and just replace everything, all the brackets and stuff, that I won't have to realign anything. So anyways, I won't bore you with tearing down the old one. I still have to do that, but I'm going to start putting together this one here real quick. Instruction wise, let's see if that looks good there. So it says you're going to need some sockets, a drill, ladder, some box end wrenches, screwdrivers, level, wire cutters, hacksaw, pencil, and a wrench. So anyways, that's all the stuff that looks like we're going to be using, but I'll just gather that as I go. All right, so I've assembled the rail. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. The only difference is I have an 8-foot tall door, so I had to get an extension. So what came in the extension kit was a rail just like this one, but it's a lot longer. So I replaced this rail right here with this one. And it also came with a longer belt. So anyways, that's the only difference, but I put all the pieces together. You can see down here on this end, you've got the pulley with a pin and then a cotter pin that goes through. I put a bolt in here, and then put the guide on as well. So put those pieces on there, and then down here at this end, the only thing that goes on, there's a bracket right here that just sits on there, and then the gear on the end just slides into the rail. It doesn't click, it doesn't stay. The only thing that's holding it all together now is that I've put the belt on. So back down here, I'll show you what I did. So the gold end of the belt goes through and comes around through this guide, and then of course the other end goes down and around and meets back up here. So so the gold end goes through the pulley, and then they meet right here, and then on the slide, you know, if you release and unrelease it, it catches this little I don't know what it is, like a turnbuckle kind of thing. So reverse threads on this side, regular threads on this side, so when you spin it, it tightens up both sides together. So that's where I am so far. You know, it shows that the belt itself, when it's tensioned correctly, there'll be a 1/4 inch between the bottom of here and the belt. It's hard to tell from here. I guess it's close when I turn it up on its side, but anyways, I'm just gonna roll with it for now and then adjust it later if I need to. Okay, so I got all the old garage door pulled down. I was gonna reuse the bracketry, but this is the one that was there. You can kind of see how wide this is versus this one's only, you know, a thumb length wide. So I went ahead, I just used basically the location of this. I marked kind of my areas, and then I just reinstalled this bracket here. Looks like it might be crooked. I'm looking at it, so I may need to straighten that up. But anyways, just replace this bracket with this one that came in the kit with the garage door opener. Okay, so I got the rail up there, just a little clevis pin and a cotter pin that goes in that bracket that I just showed you guys. And I had to get creative here, so I only have the one ladder and nobody here to help me. So I've got a chair on top of a table. I had my ladder, you know, over there when I put that in. The instructions say to go ahead and mount like the garage door opener, like the motor, onto this before you, you know, attach it up here. But again, I just didn't have enough arms and another ladder to kind of rest this on reliably. So I'm gonna put this, I've got my other ladder here, my only ladder. So I'm gonna bring this rail up on my ladder and then go ahead and put on the actual motor. And then hopefully it'll mount the same place that the old one did, up there. So anyways, not doing things completely in order, but just because I don't have an extra hand or an extra ladder to set this on. Okay, so I went ahead and mounted the rail to the motor. Few things. So there's 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're 3/8 inch head on them. I only had 3 in the packages. Luckily, I had one that was basically identical. You couldn't really tell them apart. So I don't know what that was all about, but anyways, I only had 3. It takes 4, 2 here and 2 here on this. And then this little cover right here, mine had a cover and there's 2 screws that go in there. And that's it, that attaches everything. So now the only thing left to do is kind of lift this up and see where we're at for mounting it. Okay, so I was just able to reuse the hardware and the brackets. I did loosen everything up, and then I had to swing it in a little bit. You can kind of see it's kicked at a bit of an angle. But anyways, this sets forward a little bit from the other one. I think it's because it doesn't have the light in the front. So see, those ones have the light in the front. This one actually has the lights on the side. So I think this is a little bit shorter overall. And so, like I say, it was shifted, I don't know, maybe 2, 2.5, 3 inches, something like that forward from where the other one actually was. But anyways, bolted everything back up. Seems like it's going fine. So now it's time to see what I got to do about turning it on. Okay, so I got my sensors hooked up there and there. I was gonna try to use the original sensors so I didn't have to change anything, but they were not working with the new opener, so I had to change those out. Also have the new garage door opener hooked up. Basically, I just removed the wires from the existing one and put them on the new opener. So up here, I showed you the sensors and the opener. So originally I have the wires that were run for the sensor and the opener went up through the ceiling, and then they went you know, to the opener and out to the sensor. So I left those alone, and they weren't quite long enough, so I just spliced in a new wire over here. But basically what you have is so the striped or the red wire, in my case, goes in slot 1. So the striped or red wire from the sensors goes in slot 1. The white wire from the sensors goes in slot 2. The white wire for the opener goes in slot 3, and the red or the striped wire for the opener goes in slot 4. So that's how all the wires are hooked up. Again, I reused the existing wire because it's hidden. I didn't want to run you know, wire across the top of the garage here because it already goes up through the ceiling and comes out. So I just reused my wire, but anyways, I hooked it up just how the instructions showed, with a little bit of modification or a little bit of twist, whereas I had white and red instead of a white and striped wire. So okay, so I'm not going to go over all this, but basically got everything hooked up, everything running. And then to program it, you know, the up and down limits, there's a good section in the manual. I'm sure every one of them is different, but this one was pretty straightforward, pretty easy to use. Worked well. And so anyways, I still have a few things to do, mount this, but you know, push the button and the garage door comes down good. Actually, it's going to go back up because I have a 2x4 there, but that was one of the tests to do as well. Anyways, it's working good. It's pretty quiet, much quieter than our than our other two, so probably when they bite the dust, we'll go with the belt drive on those ones too. Anyways, thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. See ya.